Hi travelers, this is going to be your Virgo Sun, Moon, and Rising video for February 2026. I have with me today the Radiant White deck, the La Vida Sibila for clarification should we need, and we'll wrap the reading up with the Psychic Oracle Tarot. So let's go ahead and get started with the reading. This would be a 9-card spread. I'm going to put another rifle and shuffle on the deck, and then we'll get started. Let's see. We had a full moon in Leo on the 1st. It's waning right now, and we're getting ready to go into the new moon phase on the 17th of September. Also, we're going to have an eclipse. I think it's February 14th. I'm not sure. 16th? We'll see. Usually it's on the date of the new moon, so on the 17th. So here we go. Let's cut the deck. 9 cards down. Here we go. The World card. I mean the Wheel of Fortune. The High Priestess. Now the World card. That's big energy right off the bat. Let me look at the cards. Let me look at these 3 cards. Okay, next row. 5 of Cups. Six of Cups. Five of Pentacles. There are 2 5s. Last row. Five of Wands, so that's 3 5s. King of Cups. Last card down, the 4 of Pentacles. What is the energy over the whole spread? The 2 of Pentacles. Let me take a look at this. But I find this to be quite interesting because at the beginning of the month, we have this big energy at the top. These 3 major arcana cards. So that is your spiritual essence. And then it devolves into feeling, desire, determination, work perhaps, and then money or doing something. I don't know if you as a Virgo are planning on doing some renovation to your home, because sometimes the 6 of Cups can speak to renovation or remodeling, or just changing things around in your home. But it's a 6, and 6 represent numbers of love, harmony, and balance. It basically talks about sentimentality, gifts, sharing, I don't know. There's this man walking away in the background here. Do you see him? So, childhood memories, things like, sometimes I've seen it show up, Six of Cups, when people are going to class reunions. So this is about neighborhoods, childhood memories, sentimentality, giving, sharing, gifts, and remodeling the home, or not remodeling, renovating. It's a big difference between remodeling and renovating. So that's what right now the spread is centered on. The cards are read past, present, future. Past, present, future, with the interplay of the cards. At the top, we see the Wheel of Fortune, which is a 10. And 10s are always changing energies. It says that a big life change is about to happen. But we know that when we expect sometimes the good things, they don't happen. So this is about fixing yourself in the center of the wheel, so that you're not caught out by negative things happening. It represents the ups and downs of life, of ebb and flow. Here we have, next we have the High Priestess, which is 2. All 2s represent choices, options, dualities, being opposed within yourself, or someone actively opposing you. But the High Priestess is an interesting card because she knows everything, pretty much. She uses her psychic abilities to suss out what's going on, the undercurrents. She may not tell you what she knows, but she's aware that there's something else happening. Okay? She's the keeper of secrets. She's usually a very intelligent woman. I even seen this card show up when somebody is autistic or on the spectrum. So she also represents moon, feminine energies. So I see the pomegranates behind her, which represent being fruitful. Okay? So I think there's something happening about either not pregnancy, but trying to grow things in your life, or being fruitful. What am I trying to say? Producing a lot of things. We come to the World, and the World card, I think it may have to do with the changing of the nodes, because we have Leo and Aquarius here. Before they were in Taurus and Scorpio, and the nodes change signs every 18 months. So there's that. But I also feel that the World card is telling you, wait before you step out, wait before you do something, because something is going to change. You're protected right now. It speaks about a graduation of sorts. This is the last card in the Major Arcana. And it says you have graduated basically through whatever trials you've gone through, but you should wait until before you step out. It says that you know exactly your judgment, whatever you decide will be correct, because you have earned the right to make your own decisions. Next we come to the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a card about, it's a 5, and all 5s represent terse energy, tense energies, changing energies, ups and downs. Somewhat like the Wheel of Fortune card, but on a different level. And this is about emotions. It's a card, a cup card. So it looks to me as though you have been facing something change, and you have faced some kind of disappointment. You may have some resentment, bitterness, but you're crying over things that happened in the past. And the card says, do not cry over spilt milk, because you may have something in the future to look forward to that's way better than what you lost. I call it the Two of Cups in disguise. You see the Three Cups that the individual is crying over? But if he turns around and looks, there are 2 cups left, which says all is not lost. 5 of Pentacles, again at 5. And it says that you may feel as though you may have lost a job, you may have a divorce, you may have separated, you may have moved out on your own. It says that you don't feel like you have enough money to take care of your physical needs. Again, the card says don't worry about that too much, because you're about to achieve something that you never knew possible. If you are in financial trouble, there could be, I think a lot of people are, but it could be some kind of organization that you can go to apply for help, or talk to somebody, get financial advice. You feel as though you have been left out in the cold, and you're so focused on what you have lost, or what you can't afford anymore, or the way your normal way of life has changed drastically, that you are focused on just that. You're not focusing on what you should be focusing on. The 5 of Wands, it speaks to me about a conflict or an argument where everybody is trying to get their own opinion across. Sometimes it could be playing head games, like somebody saying something and doing something, saying one thing and doing another. And if you are in a dispute, please have the facts straight. That's what the card says. Before you delve into the issue, have your facts straight. What puzzles me is this King of Cups. Could be a water sign. I mean, he is a water sign. He could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Usually he's related to the law, like a lawyer. He could be a counselor, somebody who listens, like a psychologist or psychiatrist. You don't want to, if he is someone in your life personally and not professionally, you may not want to share what you have with him, because he is known for gossip. Okay? Be careful. He may even have a drinking problem or substance abuse problem. So be careful. And then the last card is the 4 of Pentacles. And 4s are numbers of stability. But this card is about conserving what you have. Up here, you already feel like you have lost something, or money has decreased. And so the card is telling you to save. Save all your resources, not just finances, money. Save your energy, your time, your sweat equity. Just sit on it and wait. Sometimes the card can be about being stingy. So if it relates to this King of Cups, if he is being stingy with his love, his time, his money, he's not going to share anything else with you. So you need to get yourself in check and look at how you are sharing with him and giving with him. Your time, your energy, your emotions, your mental state. Because best thing to do is sit and wait. The 2 of Pentacles, another 2, is about maybe working 2 jobs at the same time, or 2 situations at the same time. It doesn't have to be work. You're juggling 2 situations at the same time, or juggling 2 jobs. It says that right now you are doing it and doing it well. A message may come in that will help you decide what to do, but you feel off balance, out of sorts. All I see the shifts back there? Emotionally, that's the way you feel. You feel like you're being pulled in 2 directions at once. So, I can look at everything except the King of Cups, because he represents a person. And what I have is 3 5s, the 6 of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles. Interestingly, I only have 1 1, but I do have 2 Pentacles, and 2 Cups. So I'm going to look and see if I can pull any more messages out of this as they relate to the Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess, and the World card. Okay? We'll start with the 5 of Cups. And 3 fives, because I have 5 of Cups, 5 of Coins, and 5 of Wands, is a warning not to overexert yourself. This is not all about money, Pentacles or not. It can sometimes represent the doing of something physical. That's why I'm telling you, if to conserve all your resources. And again, resources are not just money. Okay? Next to the Wheel of Fortune, the 5 of Cups indicates that career opportunities and successful negotiation and agreements in both your business and personal affairs will all be of a positive nature, but it's imperative that you must act now. Okay, 6 of Cups. It doesn't relate to any of the cards here, but it says that the 6 of Cups may be indicating that a new career opportunity or change of residence may be presented to you in the very near future. Okay? Also, it talks about old loves and acquaintances being reunited and possibly re-entering your life. You may enjoy reminiscing about the past together. This may usher in new opportunities through these contracts. A new job opportunity, offer, or promotion with a chance to relocate. If so, that would be most prosperous. The 5 of Pentacles. It doesn't say here. The 5 of Wands. It doesn't say. Now we do the 4 of Pentacles. Next to the High Priestess, tells of the need to be absolutely certain of all aspects before committing yourself to anything, as there may be many undercurrents at this time. You are asked to investigate any and all propositions, but do not sign or commit to anything until you are totally certain. Wheel of Fortune is the message that you will have success in all that you undertake at this time. It is a positive sign to go forward with your plans. But first, don't sign anything, investigate everything. Because I have a feeling that this guy is kind of tricky. Because he is associated. I think it's somebody that you know from your past. Re-enter your life. And he may be, suspect. It may be nice to see him, but I think you might even share something with him, because we go from 5 Pentacles to 4, which indicates to me that there is some kind of financial or something that you give to him, maybe physically, but then you get wise and you don't share anymore. Let's look at the King of Cups, shall we? Because the circumstances are changing. You have 2 5s right there. And your judgment, I think you are sad that you may have done what you did, but you learn your lesson. Yeah, I think kind of a disruptive energy in your life. Even though you may be glad to see him or whatever the case may be, if he comes back under a Mercury retrograde, it's not going to last. I'm just telling you. That's my experience. I've seen it time and time again. The King of Cups, Melancholia, which is another Five of Cups. It says that maybe the person comes to you and he's sad, or he will make you sad. It will be like a dark cloud is taking over your head like this, but it doesn't last long. The dog. It's about loyalty and fidelity, but you don't necessarily have to be loyal and to everybody. Okay, you don't have to be trickery with them or sketchy with them, but you have to watch how you place your trust in people. This also includes things and places. Okay, being loyal to a person, place, or thing. Lamiko. This is about a card of contracts. It represents marriage, but it also talks about all kinds of contracts, business and otherwise. Okay, Limoneo. So it talks about a promise. It could be a promise of marriage, or it could be a promise of a contract. I like the two cards together, fidelity and contract, but I don't like the melancholia. So I don't know if he's going to offer you something, or if he comes back with an offer. I don't know how to say it, but watch out. Let's look at because it tells you not to exert yourself and to conserve all your energies and resources. That's the main thing. And investigate everything. Ask questions and don't commit to anything until you are absolutely certain. Because if you don't, you're going to end up losing. That's clear. Okay. The Strength card. Power. Who has it and who doesn't? As a spiritual being, you have unlimited power at your command. This card represents energy, inner strength, willpower, courage, compassion, generosity, and love. At any moment, these beautiful qualities can assist you in coping with an adverse condition in front of you, or the many surrounding your life. Set aside the necessary time to resolve such issues. Power represents more than physical external strength. It can also be channeled emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. When you have balance over your body, mind, and soul, and with the power of spirit, anything can be overcome to achieve a positive result. Power and strength can be developed to work in harmony in any given situation. Every obstacle, every error helps build your knowledge and understanding of the world around you. When you make a mistake, it's a chance to stop, listen, and ask yourself, what am I supposed to be learning here, and how can I make the situation better? Let me read that again. When you make a mistake, it's a chance for you to stop, listen, and ask yourself, what am I supposed to be learning here, and how can I make this situation better? Mistakes are great wake-up calls in that they provide you with opportunities to discover your weaknesses, what needs to be changed, and which areas of your life need improving. Equally, they can be a blessing in disguise. Just remember, you are power. So I always say that mistakes are not bad things. Sometimes we feel really guilty about making mistakes, but you shouldn't, because it's a learning opportunity. Now you know what not to do. You made a mistake, and now you know what not to do next time. So take that for what it's worth, and good luck, and namaste.